Hi, Robert Bystrom here with you in the Center for Expanding Possibilities with another powerful secret for creating terrible relationships, which is breaking agreements. Now, I am speaking specifically to men, though I know what I say possibly applies equally to women. So let's drop in on Frank and Sally. It is Saturday morning and Sally says, "Honey, do you have the thing? I'm ready for it. Do you have it for me?" And Frank says, "No, I don't, because I had this other thing to do instead." Sally, you said I would have it this morning, and I have been planning my schedule around it. Frank, look, I had to do this other thing, and I'll do yours as soon as I have a few minutes. Sally, but you said I would have it this morning. Frank, look, I had to do this other thing, and I just don't have time for your thing. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't get this perfectionist thing you're always on. I said I'd do it, and I will. Sally, that will put my project back to some unknown time in the future. Frank, back off. I work my ass off for you, and you expect me to live up to your perfectionist standards, and that's just not who I am. I said I'll do it, and I will. So Saturday night, Frank will wonder why Sally is too tired for sex. Do you get the power play he just pulled on her to avoid being responsible for his own lack of integrity? Yes, integrity. Being true to your word is the first level of personal integrity. So men, it is supremely important that you understand this happens not just with wives and intimate partners. I see this in family relationships, business relationships, and in friendships as well. People not keeping their word occurs so commonly throughout the day and in every sort of interaction in this culture that it goes largely unnoticed, eating away at the true depth and brilliance of what is possible between people. Compromised integrity keeps everyone small. Here's the point I want you to get. Any break between you, your word, and your action decays trust. Okay, back to Frank and Sally. What could Frank have done when he saw that his schedule meant he couldn't get Sally's item to her on time? Well, he could have let her know when he knew so she could make different plans. Does that make sense? Look, situations change for all of us, and we need to adjust our lives accordingly. Integrity is not about being perfect. It's about honoring the power of your spoken word and about honoring other people. That's true in intimate relationships, business relationships, and friendships. If you see you cannot keep an agreement, let the other person know as soon as you know so they can make the necessary adjustments. Okay, so that's on one level. What's happening deeper? Why do you suppose he said he would do it in the first place if he was not committed to making sure it happened? On a deeper level, he's lying to himself and hiding who he really is. See, what he projects is, yeah, I'm a guy who gets things done. I care about you and what is important to you. You can count on me. I'm your partner. Trust me. I'm a good guy. Some people never wake up to their bullshit. If a man does it enough, he will earn the reputation of being someone who acts as if other people's lives are not as important as his own. He will convince himself people won't notice or that it doesn't matter because he's actually a wonderful, important, terrific, and valuable person. So a small lack of integrity is not really a big deal. Not only that, but he believes he is indispensable and can get away with it. I used the phrase, a lack of integrity, when referring to a former friend's broken agreements, and he objected vehemently. Because in his twisted reasoning, integrity was equated with being well-meaning and a kind person, but it isn't. Integrity means the inner person, the words, and the outer behavior are consistent. Integrity means there is a continuity between who a person is, what he says, and what he does. In all my contractual dealings with people, my first agreement is I will do what I say I will do, and if that cannot happen, I will let them know as soon as possible so other arrangements can be made. Conversely, I expect the same commitment in return. And without that understanding, we are inviting power struggles, deception, excuses, and limited possibilities. When we share a commitment to honoring our word together, we can accomplish beyond what we could ordinarily expect. Near the end of his life, the engineer-philosopher of the last century, Bucky Fuller, conducted a series of events around the country called Integrity Day. His message was that a time is coming for humanity when the only thing that matters is personal integrity. One of the measures of how a person is doing on that scale is his personal relationships. Now, as a heads up, keep a lookout for my upcoming training for men in the 7 dimensions of communicating and for the brand new vlog, Ground Up Men. And watch for the next proven secret for creating terrible relationships, which is boredom. Until we meet again, be curious and keep breathing. Bye.